We are still on the chapter 2 of our work ethics subject, which is seeking ethical values for the professions. Today, I will present to you the values integral to the role of profession. So, this is the last subtopic in this chapter. So, here are the learning objectives. Identify the values integral to the role of professions. Display an understanding of the application of ethical values in the professional practice, and apply the views of ethical obligation in professions. So, we have described that the non-representative professional are those who doesn't have a concrete claim that a view is the true basis because they do not represent a particular viewpoint. Example are the nurses, the doctors, the teachers, the architects, engineers, and so on. So, the role of professionals is to promote the objectives valuable to people in which they serve. So, example are the clients, the students, the patients, yan. And then, we also describe that profession contribute to the well-being of people in the society. So, by providing things like health and social care, educational opportunities, a fair trial, decent living environments, safe communities for all. So they promote the democratic ideal that all citizens are valued and respected. So what are the values a professional should have in order to fulfill their role successfully? So when acting in their professional capacity, professionals should value the fundamental objectives of their profession and act accordingly with regards to it. So some example of the fundamental objectives across different professions includes architects and engineers must value people living in pleasant and safe built environments. Professionals in education must value people having opportunities to learn and develop skills. Health and social care professionals must value people's health and the relief of suffering. The police must value public order and people living in crime-free and safe communities. Food technologies must value people by maintaining the food quality and checking its processing and manufacturing. They are responsible for ensuring that the food items are not harmful to health. As IT's professionals, the moral obligation is to protect society from the harms that could result from technological development. So, we should ensure that people must be safe from fires, explosions, structural failures, and equipment malfunction. So, the overall purpose of these objectives is to promote the well-being of people. So, what are the fundamental values integral to fulfilling the role of professionals? The first one is to value results that are most beneficial and least harmful to individuals and to society. So because professionals value the objectives of their profession, they must obviously be concerned with the results of their actions. It is with the extent to which their actions promote these objectives and how they affect the well-being of people. So, iisipin nyo muna, ano yung magiging resulta ng action na gagawin ninyo. So, makakasama ba ito or makakabuti dun sa mga tao? The next one is to value treating individuals justly and fairly by not discriminating between them on irrelevant grounds and by paying attention to their individual needs. So, how should you treat individuals justly and fairly? So, there are two ways. The first way is professionals should regard the well-being of people from all sections and groups in society as equally important. So, bawal ang discrimination. It's either you are from different cultures, from different race, you have different sexual orientation, different gender. So, hindi dapat yun pwedeng maging grounds for discrimination. Another way is professional should treat people in ways that are just to them as individuals. So, kung paano mo tratuhin yung sarili mo, ganun din dapat yung pagtrato mo dun sa mga tao. The next one is to value people's autonomy as far as possible within a society in which the legitimate interests of all must be considered. So, one important aspect of individual situation is their wishes in connection with how they want to live and how they want to be treated. So, for example, a doctor inform patient about alternative treatments and allow them to choose between them. So, we should allow first our clients kung ano yung gusto nilang gawin. So, we cannot decide by ourselves. So, we should inform them first. Ito po yung magandang plano. You have plan A, you have plan B. Which one do you want to pursue? Diba? Alin yung gagawin natin na plano? So, kailangan i-inform natin yung ating clients. And the last one is to value integrity by acting in accord with the stated or implied values, undertakings, and objectives of their profession. So, professional can only carry out their role if they are trusted. So, kung walang tiwala sa yung mga kasamahan mo or yung boss mo, mahirap magtrabaho. So, hindi natin mapufulfill yung role natin sa ating trabaho. So, they need people in general to trust that they will pursue the objectives of their profession, and they need individuals to trust that they will work for their particular interests. Professionals will not have this trust if they do not act with integrity. So, this is the act in accordance with the values and objectives they purport to have as professionals. So, this involves keeping promises, having the appropriate expertise, and fulfilling the other expectations set by the profession in order for the people to have trust on them. So, how should values be related to professional practice? So, ano ba yung relationship ng values sa ating professional practice? So, to help you answer this question, let us look at the two views of the general nature of ethical obligation. So, what are those views? The first one is the nature of ethical obligation in general, and the second one is the ethical obligation of members of the profession. So, in the nature of ethical obligation in general, it is said that ethical values are seen as general principles rather than as precise rules. So, general principle siya, hindi siya rules or yung pinapatupad lang na mga dapat nating gawin. So, it has been tradition to see ethical values or ethical obligation rather as a matter of obeying rules. However, if values are expressed as set of rules and all we have to do is carry them out, the meaning of the rules must be precise. So, think about this. If you were told to face north and bow 2 times, it would be easy to obey, right? But how about being told to tell the truth? Should you tell the whole truth? When we say the whole truth, yung buo bang katotohanan? Or never tell a lie? Hindi ka ba magsisinungaling? Diba? There are some circumstances na when you're telling the truth, you're not telling the whole truth. Ba, merong mga na-omit na mga situation or events na nangyari sa buong katotohanan. So, please reflect on this. Yeah. So, viewing ethical obligation as simply obeying rules can be inconsistent when you follow 2 or more rules that are contrasting. So, it is true. Totoo naman na kapag may 2 rules at hindi parehas yung gusto or yung gustong mangyari, so, nahihirapan kang pumili. Alin ba yung gagawin mo? Ano ba yung susundin mo? Or alin yung uunahin mo? For example, suppose that you borrowed your friend's favorite pen and you promised to return it. However, as you were about to return it, you found out that your friend's neighbor is a nurse at the hospital and is a COVID suspect. So, would you still return it? 'Diba? Magdadalawang isip ka. Sasoli ko ba yung pen? 'Diba? So, what are the two rules there? The first rule is, rules to keep a promise. 'Diba? Nag-promise ka dun sa friend mo na isasoli mo agad yung pen na hiniram mo. And the other rule is, rule to prevent harm. So, nagkakaroon ng is inconsistency. Kasi you are following two rules that are contrasting. Yan. The problem with seeing ethical obligation as obedience to rules, as seen on the example, is that it will be hard to take account all the circumstances that can occur. And to help make a decision as to what rule should be put first, people must include an element of judging for themselves what they ought to do in particular circumstances. The next view is the ethical obligation of members of professions. So, rather than seeing ethical obligation as simply obeying rules, members of profession have expertise, a body of knowledge, experience, and skills that they are expected to consider in relation to particular situations. So, since members of profession should uphold the values integral to their role, they take into consideration all relevant factors to achieve the best outcome. So, what if you put in a situation where a rule in your profession will harm other people? Would you still obey? Susundin nyo pa rin ba kung makakasama na dun sa kapwa ninyo or dun sa katrabaho ninyo, dun sa profession ninyo? So, anong gagawin nyo pagdating dito sa ganitong situation? So, to prevent this, what is needed in professions are fewer rules. So, konting rules lang daw yung kailangan sa profession. And a greater sense of individual moral responsibility among professionals in order to make judgment about what they ought to do. So, yung dapat meron kang malaki ay sense of individual moral responsibility. Diba? To make judgments about what they ought to do. Kung ano yung talagang dapat mong gawin or dapat mong unahin in such situations. So, the values integral to successfully fulfilling the professional role are best seen as four general principles. These are the values integral to the role of professions. The first one is to seek results that are the most beneficial and least harmful to individual and to society, to treat individuals justly and fairly by not discriminating between them on irrelevant grounds and by paying attention to their individual needs, to respect the people's autonomy as far as possible within a society in which the legitimate interests of all must be considered, and to behave with integrity by acting in accord with the stated or implied values, undertakings, and objectives of the professions. So, by using these principles as the foundation of the statement of values and codes of conduct, professions adopt values that are essential to the successful fulfillment of their role in the society. So, that's all for today. So, I hope you have learned a lot from this chapter, from the beginning, from the sources of guidance and the basis of ethics, to seeking ethical foundations for ethics in the profession, and to the values integral to the role of professions. So, your activities will be posted in our Google Classroom and also in our Facebook group. So, please be updated. Keep safe, everyone.